Checkity check.
Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
That's recording. We're live.
Mm.
Now let me get this into...
I have a feeling, Mike.
What?
I have a feeling this is going to be the best podcast ever. And I do. It's down in my bones. And if not, we'll just post it anyway.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
All things on Earth only exist in different stages of becoming garbage. Okay? Your home is a garbage processing center where you buy new things, bring them into your house, and slowly crapify them over time. Okay?
Time now for Irritable Dad Syndrome. Perfect with tomato soup and a grilled cheese sandwich. Here are your hosts, Mike and Darin.
Hi, I'm Darin.
I'm Mike.
Welcome to Irritable Dad Syndrome, Cincinnati's comedy podcast. This is episode 234.
We are excited.
Well, I'm excited. Mike is not excited about anything tonight. Mike's grumpy.
Yeah, I'm grumpy.
Mike is
This is
tired.
one of those grumpy
He's
Mike
grumpy.
episodes.
He's I'm not exactly comfortable sitting next to him, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a weird day.
Yeah?
Just been a weird day.
I have those sometimes where it's like, hey, how was your day? I'm like, It's like it wasn't bad, but there wasn't anything amazing that would put it in the good category.
I mean, I got a decent night's sleep.
Yeah?
I woke
What's
up
that like?
early enough to
Uh-huh.
get coffee on the way in.
Mm-hmm.
I did not get a donut.
Oh, okay.
I drove in and then I ordered Jersey Mike's, which I'm allowed to do that.
Yeah.
With baked Lays as opposed to regular Lays. Because
Okay.
baked Lays are more healthier.
Oh, they are.
And I actually prefer them now. I didn't in the
They're
beginning.
not bad.
They're pretty good.
The barbecue ones are just
just regular
just
plain
the OG baked Lays.
baked Lays.
Yeah. By the way, Dave Lay does not work for that company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Dave Lay.
So then I had that, and I was proud of myself for being, not healthy, but healthier than McDonald's.
Yes.
So then I drove and got 2 donuts. I got a cream-filled maple iced donut and a cake donut with vanilla icing and sprinkles.
Okay.
And I ate those.
Did you get them at Dunkin' or Krispy Kreme?
Holtman's.
Shut up.
Yeah.
I love Holtman's.
I've got a
donuts.
problem.
Yeah, those are good.
So then I thought, well, I've got to. I'm having issues.
Right.
Let's make this the health and fitness section of the podcast,
Sure.
if we can.
Yeah.
So I go to the gym relatively regularly.
Mm-hmm.
I have
What,
pulled
4 nights a week, 5 nights a week? More?
6.
6 days a week.
It's 5 to 6.
Okay. And how many hours are you at the gym when you go?
Well, I say gym, but sometimes I'm going to Sharon Woods and I'm running around the thing, and then other times I'm at the gym.
Okay.
When I'm in the gym, it's 45 minutes.
Okay.
When I'm at the park, it can be an hour.
Okay.
Okay, but that's my.
Do you go to the
regimen.
park in the cold?
No, that's
Okay.
I've been going. So I went. So I was doing running today because I hurt my arm, and I don't know how. So if you're lifting weights,
Your arms are ginormous, by the way.
It's it's my shoulder,
Okay.
and if you tell someone that you hurt your arms exercising and you explain that you're lifting weights, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But if you were to ask me, Mike, what were you doing when you hurt your arm?
Sit-ups.
Were you lifting weights?
Uh-huh.
No, I haven't lifted a weight in like a week and a half.
Right.
And because my knee started to hurt me.
Right.
I think it's because I hit it on a table.
Well, we're at that age where you can wake up after sleeping wrong
But-
and your whole body's out of whack and
Yeah,
hurts.
so when I was,
That's me.
it was leg day when I did that.
Oh.
And I'm like, well, my knee either hurts because I hit it on the table
Right.
or I'm about to do a squat and my knee's going to just break and I'm going to die.
Yeah.
And that's a 50-50.
Yeah.
And I
Okay.
didn't want to take that chance, so I just quit doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started eating a lot of food, and I finally reached a point where I'm like, I got to get back to doing something. I can't lift anything, so I'll start running. So I looked up the Hal Higdon half marathon training program.
Oh,
You
Hal
say,
Higdon.
Mike, where did that come from?
That
And
mother
I'll
scratcher.
tell
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
I was not taking care of myself, and I was told by others, wow, you've got a problem. So
Who told you that?
some people at work,
Oh.
not where I currently am.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they're pleasant people.
You look like
yeah,
Mike.
you look terrible. And they showed me a holiday picture from the holiday party, and I did indeed
Uh-huh.
look terrible.
Were you standing profile or facing?
I was facing.
those are fun.
I was facing head on, but looked like I was standing sideways. That's how bad I look.
Okay.
Fun fact, I am now 10 pounds heavier than that Mike, but I am also have more muscle than that Mike did. That Mike had hardly any. And I know that muscle weighs more than fat, and I tell myself that every year. And then when we go to the beach, I see pictures that Bess takes of me on the beach with the best of intentions.
Yeah.
And I say those need to be scrubbed from all devices.
Yes.
In every country. Earth One, all the different types of Earths out there, everything you need to destroy them. Anyway, coming back to I do the Hal Higdon, but the reason I did the Hal Higdon, it's a half marathon training program. It's beautiful.
That's 13.1 miles.
Exactly. It's wonderful if you are going from 0 to I need to lose weight or get relatively in shape, because it starts you out in little baby steps. Week 1's a couple baby steps. Week 2, some toddler steps. Then you get some teenager steps. Then you get some older.
You go from toddler straight to teenager?
You know, it's a quick paced program.
Skip 8th grade? Okay, all right.
No.
Whatever.
Anyway, it worked. It took me down about 25 pounds at the time.
Dang.
Yeah. I started it again today because I gave myself an intervention. Yeah. I went from watching what I eat to just literally watching what I eat
as it
goes in my mouth. And there's like a little dude that sits in the back of my head on a couch, and he actually sat up and said, is that the third king size Reese's cup that you're the big cup? Yeah. You know, the big cup.
Oh, I love the big cup.
So I've reached a point. My first big cup I had, and I said, no one needs this much Reese's. Now,
maybe I do. Yeah.
Now I eat an entire big cup, and I think that's one bite. Thankfully, there's 2 in there, and then I'll eat the first bite of the next one.
When you get to the point where, like, hey, at least I'm not eating 4, right?
So anyway, I'm sorry. So I did that tonight. I did the running thing tonight, and then I came home, and I was like, I'm going to have some stir fry that I cooked the other day.
Okay.
I ate about 3 adult portions of the stir fry. So now I'm bloated.
Okay.
And I feel icky.
It's probably because of the salt in it.
I feel weird.
Yeah.
So I'm just bleh.
Yeah.
So welcome to the show.
I'm sorry.
This will be hitting sometime. You know, people go to the gym in January.
They do.
They do that.
I'm hoping that when people do, that they say, you know what, I need to catch up on Irritable Dad Syndrome. Our downloads are kind of low. So after the holidays, when you go to the gym 2-3 days a week or whatever,
you're going to hear me
put your
bitching.
headphones on and catch up on this podcast. Yeah. I started going back to the gym. I did. I went to the gym and I did the stair stepper.
Okay.
I did the weight loss training portion of the stair stepper.
The Jacob's Ladder. Did you do that one?
No, the other one.
Okay.
Yeah. And that one's funky because it's like your feet are going forward, but it feels like they're going backwards.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so I do that, and then I do ab exercises, and then I went through and did some of the weights, not all the weights. I didn't do any of the free weights, but I did 5 or 6 of the machines.
Okay.
We went back again, and I did the same thing, and I've been 4 or 5 times. Okay. I've made a conscious effort to watch my portions. I ate less at Thanksgiving than I normally do.
Okay.
Oh, God, I'm trying. I'm really, really, really trying.
Yeah.
And I swear, and I've said it 1,000 times, or maybe 1,001, but this time I'm serious.
Yeah.
I am cutting back on my portions. I am going to exercise more, and I've got to get some of this weight off of me.
Okay.
I don't like it.
You know what we should do?
What's that?
We should plan on running the Flying Pig in May.
No. God.
I recommend the half.
No, homeboy ain't running a marathon.
Okay, yeah.
There's just no.
No, God, please, no.
It was worth a shot.
Are you serious? Are you going to run it?
I'm on the half marathon train. I do the half. The half.
That's still 13 miles.
Yeah, but that's the fun part. The other 13. See, the Flying Pig. I did the 13.
None of that seems fun to me.
I did the half one year, and it's intense all the way through. And then the other year, I did the full, and it was not a good situation, not a good experience, because in training for it, I messed up my knee.
Yeah.
And then about 8 miles in, homeboy's knee gave out, and then I had to walk/trot the remaining 18 miles. That was hell. And I'll tell you,
you walked 18 miles on the half track?
I did the whole 26 miles, but it was around 8. Maybe
How do I not know this?
Maybe I
never
ran.
Told me this.
It's on the Facebooks. Maybe I
was this before we started hanging out?
Probably no. I was training for it. There's pictures of us talking at one of the birthday parties when I was training for it. I'm wearing a Star Wars shirt. The reason I know that is because it's the one picture that exists of me in the past 10 years where I actually look like I'm in shape. And I thought, why do I look like that? And I was like, that's because I was doing that.
Okay.
The point is, after 13 miles in Cincinnati, the Flying Pig, they run out of places to send your ass. Cincinnati's a city. Yeah. It's not a huge city.
No.
So
it goes into Covington and Newport. You cross
That's
bridges.
all in the beginning. But then afterwards, they just send you out along a highway and just these neighborhoods. And my favorite part was it was off in one of these neighborhoods. There was an old dude sitting in a lawn chair out there, and he had a boombox with him. This dude had to have been at least 8,600 years old.
Right.
And he was playing the Chariots of Fire theme song as we ran by, and he had his 8,600-year-old arm doing this the whole time.
Cheering you on. Yeah.
He was great.
You ever hear that story, Letterman, when he was running?
Yeah.
And he's running up a hill, and this guy in his convertible pulls up and had his window down. He says, "Hey, Dave, why don't you try a little harder?" And Dave's comeback was, "Oh, yeah? You try a little harder."
Okay.
Yeah, one of those nights.
Yeah.
You're listening to Irritable Dad Syndrome, Cincinnati's comedy podcast.
Did you play the Atari back as a kid?
Oh, yeah, I had the Atari.
What was your jam?
Oh, boy. Well, I loved Space Invaders, Asteroids.
Yeah.
This is like so boring, but I was a big fan of Breakout.
Okay.
And then
one of those?
I loved Pitfall.
Yeah.
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 Boy, what were some of the other ones? The Atari version of Pac-Man was lame as hell.
Yes, science!
Yeah.
But I had it and I played it. Yeah.
So there's
Adventure.
Yes.
I learned where the hidden keys were, and you could take the bridge and you could put it up to one of the walls, and you found an invisible portal into another room. Yeah. I thought I discovered the magic of the universe. I was like, oh, you can go through the wall.
Yeah. There's a game program. It's on Switch. It's on all of them. It's called Atari 50. Have you heard of this?
No.
The 50th anniversary or whatever of Atari.
And it's got like all 700 games.
It's got about 100 of them on there.
Okay.
But it's an interactive like documentary type thing. So it's got videos from back in the day, interviews, and it's got a little timeline. You can read about, watch videos, watch documentary stuff about the games, and then they're there, and you can actually play them.
Is the E.T. game one of them?
No.
Okay.
And I have gone berserk over Berserk.
Oh, yeah.
Destroy all humans. I'm playing the piss out of that game. And then the old Asteroids, the Atari 2600 Asteroids, I was the lord of that. Now, I'm not record holder, but I should be.
The secret to the OG Asteroids on Atari.
Just don't move.
Just you just stay in the middle and just rotate. You don't fly all over the thing. Because then they come in from the side. Yeah. Because an asteroid can go on the right side of the screen and then reappear on the left side of the screen. And who is kidding? That's not possible.
So the home version, and I know this because I played it last night, the home version just had the asteroids down on the left and right side of the screen, and they slowly get closer. As each stage, they get closer and closer. But usually they're not going right at you unless you've broken them up.
Right.
In the OG and the arcade, which is also in this collection, they want you to die immediately.
Well, that's the goal.
Because you'll put more quarters into it.
Yes.
I almost died.
Yeah, so I highly recommend. You guys got the Switch or the PlayStation.
We have the Switch.
It's on all of them.
Okay,
and it's really cool. The OG Asteroids had that Vectrex, like the glowy graphics. It was like an oscilloscope type graphics. So
I don't know what an oscilloscope is.
On the newer things, they emulate that. So it's like all glowy and stuff. It's really cool.
Speaking of asteroids in the Empire,
That's right up there with. Just put that anywhere.
Just put that anywhere. Yeah. Speaking of asteroids in The Empire Strikes Back,
Yeah.
Some of those asteroids were potatoes.
Yeah, that's true.
And I heard that, and I'm like, this whole time, and now it made me question what else in Star Wars was fake.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
I think that they should go back and reprogram all copies of Asteroids to start out with the quote, "You're not actually going to fly into an asteroid field, are you?"
They'd be crazy to follow us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then have Chewie, and then the stage starts.
Never tell me the odds.
That's right.
But, sir.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
It'd be awesome.
Chewie set 271.
What are you doing? You're not actually going into an asteroid field.
They'd be crazy to follow us, wouldn't they?
You don't have to do this to impress me.
Sir, the possibility of successfully navigating an asteroid field is approximately 3,720 to 1.
Never tell me the odds.
They don't have to do anything else to the game. Just throw those things in
that
there.
would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Dave Lay with an exciting announcement. For years, Whoppers has brought you the finest all-beef foot-long hot dogs, and now they're bringing you something you've been craving all year. Whoppers Holiday Hams, just in time for Christmas. Whoppers has 3 festive flavors to choose from: salted country, sweet pineapple glazed, and hot jalapeno. If that doesn't make you hungry for ham, nothing will. Whoppers Holiday Hams. Get yours now while supplies last.
I went to see my Pittsburgh Steelers. They came to Cincinnati, Ohio. They played the Cincinnati Bengals, and it was a game.
Who won?
It was the Steelers.
Steelers won?
44-38.
Wow.
It was a game. It
Wow.
was close.
That was within a touchdown there.
Yes, very
It's
good.
literally.
Mike. Literally, it was 6-point difference. Yeah. If they had scored one more, they would have beaten us by 1.
Or 2 field goals.
That's true. They would have tied it up with 2 field goals.
6 extra kicks.
That's all I know about football.
Yeah.
No, for the longest
3
time,
safeties.
for the first 2 quarters, or the half, as they call it, it's like neither. Yeah, and we're talking football here. 2 guys who know nothing about football. For the first half, neither team brought their defense.
Yeah.
So whoever had the ball scored.
Yeah.
They get the ball,
Yeah.
and then they score. Then the Steelers got the ball, then they scored. The Bengals got the ball, then they scored. And we're like, huh. And every time like we got the ball, we're like, well, okay.
If one team doesn't bring the D, it gets down to whoever's carrying the ball.
Exactly.
Is that how that
So
seems weird.
A couple of buddies of mine from Pittsburgh came down, and one of my friends had said it perfectly, that we forgot to bring our D and our fence sign.
Okay.
So
That's
we
right.
weren't telling anybody to use defense.
Yeah.
So,
So
they weren't.
they just didn't know.
didn't.
Yeah.
Finally, the trend was broken, and Chris Bosworth, the kicker, scored a field goal, and we were ahead.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, for the first time in the game, we're ahead. Anyway, long story short, it just went back and forth, and we didn't know. It was like a really good football game, because up until the end, you were like, okay, this is, and we finally won. Dude, it was 30 degrees. Okay.
Oh, you were there. I keep forgetting
were
you
there.
were there.
I was there.
Where were your seats? Were you up in the nosebleeds?
As you would say, we had a Sherpa take us up to the top. And then we were 3 rows down from the very, very, very top, as high as you can get.
Awesome. Is it steep up there? Or is
Yeah. And we were on the side of the stadium that was blocked by the sun, so we were in shade the whole time.
Okay.
So I think it was closer to 20 degrees.
Yeah.
We were sitting.
I
had on 2 pair of wool socks.
Yeah.
I had long underwear, sweatpants, jeans.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Then I had a t-shirt, a long sleeve t-shirt, a hoodie, and then my Terry Bradshaw jersey and a vest. I had gloves. I had my Steelers toboggan and my hood over. And it's like my body was pretty warm. I lost feeling in my feet. And for most of the game, I had to hold my terrible towel over my face. And I was going,
This is great. Go Steelers. Yay.
Okay.
Russell Wilson just threw the ball, and Chris Bosworth's got kicking it.
Yeah.
And Libby's like, what are you doing? I said, I can't feel my nose.
Yeah.
So
I
had it buried in my terrible towel.
Yeah.
And then I would unbury it just to twirl it whenever we would score.
Here's what I want you to do the next time you're in that situation.
Okay.
I want you to get up and start going down to like the concessions.
Uh-huh.
And I want you to have Libby yell after you. You'll freeze before you reach the 3rd row, and I want you to yell back, I'll see you in
hell. I never understood why Han said that. I'm like,
I don't know.
that seemed unnecessary.
No.
That was unnecessarily harsh.
Yeah.
Then I'll see you in hell. What did he do? He was concerned about Han Solo going out looking for Luke on the ice planet of Hoth. I mean, I wish they'd cut away to the guys like, what's his deal?
Yeah.
What did I do?
I think old George Lucas was at the typewriter a little late that night, and the whiskey took hold. He just typed that out and went to bed.
Well, he didn't write that one. He
it was the guy.
Lance Henriksen. What the hell's his name?
Yeah. Bess's mom went to school. High school with the guy. Lawrence Kasdan.
Lawrence Kasdan.
Yeah, old Larry K.
Lance Henriksen. He was in...
He was Bishop in Aliens.
He was in Aliens.
Yeah.
Lonnie Donegan wrote The Empire Strikes Back.
Hold on, let's pause for just a minute.
Please stand by. We're experiencing technical difficulties. Thank you.
We got a little gaggle of people here. Peeps.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're there at the...
You don't give it.
I do, but I'm gonna lose my train of thought.
I know.
Yeah.
You were there in the
something shiny, yeah.
You were there in the
jungle, as they call it. We were down there in the jungle. You know what? And they welcomed us.
Yeah.
To the jungle when we got there.
Yeah.
But man, you know what?
We got fun and games. Is what I
that's
hear.
right. They got everything you want.
Yeah.
Except for a win for the Bengals.
And then for some reason they want to watch you bleed.
Yeah.
Just goes downhill from there.
I know. So there's 5 of us. And we're walking around, and there's a lot of Pittsburgh Steelers fans on game day, and a lot of them are from Cincinnati. And I noticed that, like, whenever I would talk to Bengal fans, and they're in their tiger costumes, and they got whiskers and a tail, and
like Tony the Tiger,
they're great. Yeah,
a dude jumping around on a bouncy, springy tail like Tigger.
No, what's that? That's a lion. The Metro Golden Mayor roar.
Yeah,
so
they're the same animal.
But we're talking. They are.
Yeah.
But we're talking to these Bengal fans, and you could tell on their face that A, they don't want to talk to us.
Yeah.
And 2, after we've started a conversation with them, and they engaged in a conversation with us, they were shocked at how nice we were.
Yeah, I mean, it's
they had no interest in communicating with us whatsoever.
Yeah.
But then they're like, damn it, these guys are nice.
Yeah.
But yeah. And so had a great time. Now, I've been to the Paul Brown Stadium before when it didn't go so well.
Uh-huh.
I remember I was wearing my Polamalu jersey one time, Troy Polamalu. I was wearing my Troy Polamalu jersey. We're leaving, and this guy standing right behind me says, he's a great player, but I swear to God, if I see one more Polamalu jersey, I'm going to kill somebody. He stopped.
Did you turn around and say, sir,
Hi.
had you already seen me before you made that
I was
statement?
like, I'm hoping the one more is after me. So, but he didn't start anything. And then my buddy Greg Hauser, this woman, she comes up, this lady. A female, yeah. This chick, this broad, this dame. She gets right up into his face and starts, rah, 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 rah.
Yeah.
Like, and he's like, what is your problem with me? And she's like, you guys always win. And he says, well, what are you mad at me?
He's not on the team.
I'm not playing.
Yeah.
You know? And we didn't have any of that. After the win, we're leaving, and this guy, this Bengal fan, in his whiskers and his stripes and everything, he says, well, I bet you guys are relieved, aren't you?
Relieved.
You're just relieved. You got that smirk on your face, and I bet you're so relieved, and you can stop puckering those ass cheeks now.
This is turning into a John Carpenter horror thing. It's like, what's this?
And so this guy was talking to us about the fact that the game was close.
Okay.
Like, it was.
It's a good game.
It was a good game. The Bengals played very well.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, there were more penalty flags on the field than there were players.
Bess and I, that's called, there's laundry on the field.
There's laundry. Oh,
yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, we learned that during Charlie's games. That they would announce that, and
Tweak,
we thought that.
throw the flag.
So now when me and Bess, we went to the Ohio State game, where there was a flag, and Bess said, oh, there's some laundry on the field. It was awesome, because she seemed like a football god at that point.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, there was just, I think every play had a penalty. Had to have.
It just messes up the flow.
The umpire was out there, or the ref. Is it an umpire or is it a ref? Or is it both?
Who cares?
It's a man. He was out there and holding, and then unsportsmanlike conduct, 5-yard penalty. And I don't understand when something gets a penalty and when something's declined. Who makes that decision?
The other guy.
The people, who do that.
The dude that's watching the thing.
Yeah, and then one of the guys, I can't remember his name, on the Steelers team got called twice for unsportsmanlike conduct. It was a really good game. Again, freezing. I just got feeling back in my feet like an hour ago.
Yeah.
My God, it's the coldest I've ever been. Steelers are looking really good this year. They didn't look that. Last year we were lucky to have a winning season. And this year it's looking like we're going to hit I predict we're going to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got to watch out for the Buffalo Bills. My God, they're good this year.
Okay.
And the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
They're really good this year.
That's Mahomes.
And what pisses me off most about the Kansas City Chiefs is I like the Kansas City Chiefs. I like Mahomes. I like Andy Reid. And I think Taylor Swift's going to suit up and she's going to start playing.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Yeah. I see Mahomes. There's a number of different things I like. I like his hair. I like how when they show him in between plays, he doesn't carry himself like a football player.
Right.
He kind of... He looks like I believe I would look if you put me in a uniform with all the pads, and I didn't quite know where I was supposed to go or what I was supposed to do until the play starts. And then he's like, he is what he is. But there's always that, like right before, he doesn't quite see. It's almost like somebody goes like, do you know what you're doing? It's very subtle. Watch. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Well, no, there's a video of him running.
Yeah.
And there were a few comments where people said, he's running like he's trying not to poop in his pants.
What happened?
But again, I like the guy.
I do too. And what's the Bengal guy? Joe Burrow. He always looks like he's trying to figure out what just happened.
Yeah.
Like every time some play hits and they show him, it's, first of all, it's the kid from Home Alone. And I know that that's a tired joke. I know that they dressed up as each other this past Halloween. Or one of them dressed up as the other. Yeah. What's the guy's name?
Macaulay Culkin.
Macaulay Culkin dressed up as Joe Burrow for Halloween this past.
That's cool. Yeah.
So anyway... And it's just whenever the camera is on him, he looks like he's about, like if they had a microphone, he'd be like, what are you people doing? Meanwhile, I would love to see, I can't wait for them to play each other because there's always something to watch. Even when there's not a play, you can watch Macaulay Culkin, his face, he's going to be pissed off. And you can watch Mahomes where you're almost about ready to say, someone stop the game and get that guy.
Right. Yeah.
Someone explain to him what football is.
Yeah.
Oh, the play started. He's good.
Yeah.
Nope.
Have you seen that guy who dresses up as Andy Reid and goes to the games?
I don't know who that is.
That's the coach for the Kansas City Chiefs.
No.
Looks exactly like him. No. And he carries the clipboard and he's got the mustache and it's really impressive how much he looks like Reid.
So, I'm legendary for not knowing a damn thing about sports. But
me too.
Over the years, my kids, they've taught me. And I feel like I'm reasonably into sports now. Like 25% of the time, I can understand what the call is on the field and explain it to someone who doesn't know.
I know holding. I know holding.
But I feel like it's a waste now. I wish I were like this back when Saturday Night Live was it Saturday Night Live did the Bears with George Wendt and
Mike
Chris
Myers
Farley and Mike Farley. Yeah, I would be so into that now. I don't know. So the only fallback I have now is, have you seen the Bill Burr, Sam Adams commercials that they do?
Yes.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah.
Where he's fighting with his son. And, okay.
Yeah. That's pretty choice. Yeah.
Hi, everybody. It's your old buddy Dave. Christmas is coming up, and boy, do I have exciting news for you. Go to IrritableDadSyndrome.com, and you'll notice fantastic prices on all our merchandise. We've got coffee mugs, beer glasses, hoodies, venomous beaver t-shirts, Whompers all-beef footlong hot dog beach blankets, and much more.
That's right!
Enjoy Black Friday prices all month long. So get a special gift for that special someone in your life right now at IrritableDadSyndrome.com. Now, back to the show.
A friend of the show sent in a question and asked, what type of pie did we eat at Thanksgiving?
Pumpkin, of course.
Yeah. Did you have anything else besides pumpkin?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. At Jeff and Joy's, I had some pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
But then at our house, I had some cream pie that my mom made, and then we had
cream pie?
Apple pie. It's kind of like...
Is it like cheesecake?
No, kind of like custard, and it's got like a nutmeggy. I don't know what it is. But it's good.
I'd like some.
Yeah.
Can you have her make me a cream pie?
You know what?
Wait, is that... Am I allowed to say that?
You can.
I don't think I can say that. I want to...
It's my mom.
Okay,
my mom
I
you're
know.
talking about.
Okay, is that what it's called?
It's called a cream pie.
I don't think we could say that.
Yeah.
I think we just lost half of our things.
Years ago, when I worked at Channel 5, we had a partnership with Grater's Ice Cream, and Grater's was giving everybody at WLWT a free pie. And you had your choice. You could get a pumpkin pie or a pumpkin pie, a pecan pie, or a chess pie. Okay. I love chess pie.
My teeth always get caught on the little horsies.
I love... waka, waka, waka. My friend Christina, she asked me, she said, I'm not going to get my pie this year. Do you want mine? And I'm like, oh, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. And she goes, what's a chest pie? I'm like, it's Christina.
That's a whole different.
It is.
It's like a Cleveland steamer.
It's not a chest pie. It's a chest pie.
It's like a Cincinnati microwave.
Yeah.
Watch out for those. A Boston pancake.
You can put the, and with your tone, I gave her the old phone charger. If you know what I mean? Yeah. And then put, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Anything.
Give her the old Arizona spatula.
The Minnesota TikTok. Yeah.
Oh, and the old California Burt.
I was watching some of the Muppet Family Christmas again today. Yeah. I've got to watch the whole thing.
I've been advertising that to people.
Yeah.
We
don't make any money off of it. YouTube certainly doesn't make any money off of it.
Usually when you tell me something that I should watch, part of me is like, I have a thing of where I don't want to watch what people tell me to watch.
Right.
I don't know what it is. It was Jim Boyce that said, let's watch this. Mm-hmm. I heard about it on your podcast.
Yeah.
Let's watch it.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Yeah. And then we watched it, and I was in tears at the chef.
Why are you like that? Why do you not take recommendations from people?
I still have those DVDs that you let me borrow 4 years ago.
Yeah, The Sandlot?
Yeah, and the Sideways. And
you still haven't watched Sideways?
No.
You would freaking love Sideways.
I think I sold it at Trader's World.
You are so missing out.
I have a problem.
I would love Sideways.
I never felt comfortable in libraries. I looking at stuff, but like taking it home and reading.
What's that got to do with anything?
It's borrowing a thing, and then I don't know what it is. It's a weirdness.
You would love the movie Sideways.
I'll watch it.
You won't.
I will. I will eventually. I think about it at least once a year. Something comes up.
I forgot I even
because I'm a wine guy. I've become a wine guy,
right.
And I like the line. I'm not going to drink Merlot,
right?
Because before I was a wine guy, that was the only wine that I'd ever heard of,
right?
But now you get the Merlot. I don't need that in my life,
right?
Away,
yeah.
It's Merlot. I don't need it.
Well, Paul Giamatti is at his absolute best, and then Thomas Hayden Church. My God, the two of them together are perfect. Yeah. Absolutely perfect.
Was he Stifler?
No, Thomas Hayden Church was on Wings. He played Lowell.
Oh, like the main guy? No, he had like the longer
Lowell
hair.
Was the maintenance guy.
Oh, I don't know. Was he a coach as well?
No, you're thinking of
Boomer
the guy who's the guy who does the voice of Patrick on Swivel. Yeah. Paul Giamatti was amazing, and the only other movie he did that was as good as that was The Holdovers. Yeah. You got to watch Sideways.
The Sand Guy in Spider-Man. Okay. I got you. Sand Guy in Spider-Man 4.
That's right.
Or 3.
I think it is Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. I know who that is now.
He's got the real deep voice.
Yeah.
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 You're listening to Irritable Dad Syndrome, now with more bacon.
I need you to answer me a question.
Yeah.
What is going on? What's the deal with Billy Bob Thornton? Have you seen some of his interviews lately?
No, I don't. Okay. I don't care about any of his stuff.
I love Billy Bob Thornton.
I've
been a fan of him for a long, long time. I met him. Again, one of the coolest people I've ever had the pleasure to sit and talk to. He
Yeah.
could not have possibly been nicer or cooler to me. He autographed my copy of Sling Blade.
Okay.
And I will cherish that forever.
Okay.
And he signed an autograph that I gave to my friend Tim Cable, who is no longer with us. And he gave me an autograph that I gave to my brother-in-law, Eddie.
Okay.
Yeah. So super nice guy.
There's these two fellers standing on a bridge going to the bathroom. One feller says that the water is cold. Other feller said the water is deep. I believe one feller come from Arkansas. Get it?
But he's been doing interviews lately.
He wears multiple hats.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. He's got the beanie, but a thin beanie. And then kind of like Billy Gibbons of ZZ Top, he's wearing a hat on top of the hat. Which I don't even understand why Billy Gibbons is wearing the hat on top of the hat. But Billy Bob in the beanie, on the left side, he's got earrings hanging out of the side. It's kind of like when you're a kid and you're going through your parents' closet trying to find to put on so that you can look like a pirate.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what he's doing.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
If I ever, you've seen these memes like I'm not going to announce that I'm rich, but there'll be signs and it's got like a picture of a Millennium Falcon parked in the driveway.
Yeah.
Mine is I'm going to start doing that.
Yeah.
I'll have like a tattoo of me
Eating
on
a
me.
sandwich, yeah. Life size.
Life size. Or what was it? George Carlin, a tattoo of me, but taller.
Yeah.
I'll Johnny Depp it up.
The comparisons to Johnny Depp have been made too, because I don't know what's Johnny Depp's. People are going to start thinking he's weird, but I really like Johnny Depp.
I really
too.
like Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp is awesome.
Yeah.
He's made way more good movies than he's made bad ones.
Yeah.
Way more.
Did you ever remember the movie Nick of Time?
Yes.
That was an amazing. I only saw it once.
Yeah.
It's kind of a movie you really only see once.
Yes, and the gimmick was it was
Real time.
in real time.
Yeah.
And I guess they had to have done a lot of CGI afterwards, because they would be walking through the crowded subway and they wouldn't just cut away, because you can cut away to a clock anytime you want, but they would be walking through and the clock on the wall, the giant one or whatever, had the time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, because that's a nightmare. If you're shooting a movie and all your scenes have to have something in the shot that has the right time, there's no way. And then editing would be a bitch.
Yeah.
So they had to have computer graphically space technologied the time.
Yeah.
Space time.
The most annoying thing about Nick of Time, or the worst part about it, was when the first season of 24 came out. Mm-hmm. If you were ever talking to anyone about 24...
Oh, like Nick of Time.
Someone in the room would have to be like, they weren't the first one to do that. It was the Nick of Time with old Jonathan Depp.
Yep.
And like, I get it. It's, yeah. And then you'd go for another couple of months and nobody would say anything. And then Kiefer Sutherland would come up. And then you get a phone call. He was not the first person to do real time. It's Nicholas of Time with J. Depp.
Nicholas.
Nicholas.
Like,
my God.
Yeah.
It wasn't until 24 season 3 where people quit talking about that and they started talking about the actual show 24.
Yeah.
At least in the circles that I run in.
Right. But in 24, the only time you saw the time.
That was badass, though.
That was.
See, people can stream it or they can watch it on DVD now.
Mm-hmm.
But the coolest part for me was every once in a while, because they would go to commercial and it would show the time. Every once in a while, they would, in between some commercials, they would show the dude like walking down a hallway with the time going, and then it would go to another commercial.
What?
For just a couple seconds.
Really?
Yeah. Every
I
once,
never
just,
saw
just
that.
very rarely. To the point where you're like, you're yelling for everybody to get back to the TV. You're like, hey. Oh.
You know what? I never watched it when it was on TV.
Yeah.
We started it late. Yeah, we watched the DVD of season 1.
They did have, I remember one time specifically, how they would like have the screen shrink and then another screen would come in?
Yes.
They did that during commercials. You'd be watching a Dove commercial and then it would shrink. And it was just Kiefer Sutherland sitting at a desk.
Right.
Because it left and he was like, I can figure this out. And then during the commercials, it shrinks and it just shows him looking back and forth between two pictures.
Yeah.
And then when the show comes back, he's like, aha. You're like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Chloe. I loved Chloe.
Yeah.
Chloe was awesome.
Yeah. Tony Almeida. I liked
Oh, yeah. Well,
him? Yeah.
until you didn't like Tony.
Well,
until he turned on him.
Yeah.
That dick. Yeah.
And Peter Weller, he was the main bad guy was it the first season or the second season?
Who's Peter Weller?
RoboCop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, I
or
have.
Buckaroo Banzai.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Have you ever seen The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai?
No.
Do you think Jeff Goldblum is cool?
I do. I like Jeff Goldblum a lot.
You need to see The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai.
Okay.
And after you see that, Jeff Goldblum, after you see that, is 500 times cooler than you think he is now.
That. Yeah.
He's dressed as a cowboy. And I don't mean a normal cowboy. I'm talking a Pee Wee Herman foam cowboy. And he's
like
just
Cowboy Bob Curtis cowboy?
Yes.
Okay.
And he's just dead serious, deadpan serious the whole time like that.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I will, well, I can't promise you, but you know what? I'll watch that if you watch Sideways. Yeah.
You know what we haven't done in a while?
What's that?
We haven't done a review on this show.
No, we have not.
So I'll watch Sideways.
Okay.
You watch The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai.
Okay.
And we'll come back and we'll talk about them. Like, I don't want to put any pressure, but in the coming year, we'll do it.
Okay.
At some point.
Yeah, we'll plan it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We interrupt this program for a special announcement. Congratulations to Courtney Ergen, Irritable Dad Syndrome's Listener of the Week. This has been a special announcement.
Hey, you know what? Christmas is coming up.
It is. What are you getting, Libby?
I got her a thing.
Yeah?
It's coming in a box.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to wrap it.
Yeah.
Put it underneath the tree.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, my thing that Bess got me that I ordered should have been delivered today. I have to look for it on the
that
front
Bess
step.
got you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talked about what it is that I want, and I was like, I've got it right here. I can just Amazon has ruined Christmas. It's like, what do you want? I want that thing right there, this exact thing, and it's like, well, just click buy now, and it's here.
I don't know if you guys do. You both have Gmail accounts?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you get notifications when her emails come in? Because we're on like the family plan.
We use my Prime. I have Prime.
Okay.
And everyone uses my account, so I get notified. Like I'll get a picture. Bono does Dallas is coming, and I was like, oh well, I know what you got me for my birthday now.
So you've already got it on VHS. Is coming on Laserdisc?
It's Viewfinder. Yes.
No.
Oh yeah, John Lithgow is in Buckaroo Banzai.
I get a notification, an email notification. I look and it's for Libby, and I have to have to swipe to make sure that I don't see, because you're right. Since Amazon, I mean, we order everything online.
Yeah,
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been finding presents that we bought the kids years ago. Because I told you we're going through our garage now.
Right.
I've been finding things that I bought for them. Months ago, I found a bunch of Star Wars figures that I bought from the Disney store.
Right.
Like original OG Star Wars figures, like Han Solo and R2-D2.
Are you keeping them?
Well, they're mine now. Okay. They were originally for the kids.
Okay, I was going to say, please tell me you're not getting rid of them, because if you are, I'll take them.
Yeah, I kind of did the thing of like, you guys don't want this crap. I'm going to put it.
This is worthless.
Throw it out. Like, no, I don't want that.
This toy that's still in the box.
You know what? I'll throw it away for you.
Yes.
I'll deal with it for you, and then I hid it in the bedroom.
When the boys were little, between me and Libby and my mom, and, when our parents who were alive at the time, and then, the aunts and the uncles and everything else, the boys were actually exhausted opening up Christmas presents.
Yeah.
And by like the 10th or 12th or whatever, they were like, do we? Oh, okay. Thank you. You can tell.
Yeah.
And
like, Jesus.
And it's like, they're little kids, right? And so they can't keep their attention on things for a very long time. And so they would play with one toy like mad, and they would forget about all these. There were so many toys that we put away and then gave them back for their birthdays in July and in May. Yeah. And they didn't know. Yeah. They really didn't know. So all these years later, they go back and look at our home videos like, why did you give me the same thing for Christmas on my birthday? Hey. Yeah. Hey, what happened? I brought up Christmas because Courtney Jurgen, as you call her, has put our Irritable Dad Syndrome Christmas card on her Christmas tree.
That's really cool.
She's decorated her Christmas tree with our mugs.
That's awesome.
And she said that in the next coming years or so, she's going to take that card and make it into an actual Christmas ornament. Wow. I don't know how she's going to do that.
Put a hook in it.
But just put a hook in it. Tie a string to both sides.
Yeah.
But I was so flattered. I'm like, I know that, there's pictures of us on our Christmas tree. Yeah, the family and stuff. But I'm like, there's somebody in Tennessee who's got your face and my face on their Christmas tree.
We have over here somewhere an Irritable Dad Syndrome, up there, Irritable Dad Syndrome truck.
Yeah. Yes.
Somebody made from the OG
Yes.
logo.
Yes. I've got the truck at my house too.
That blows my mind because we created the podcast, came up with the name.
Yes.
You
designed,
came up with the name.
Right.
And then you designed that logo, and someone took that and put it on a
truck.
serial killer van and gave it to us. That's awesome.
That was very, very awesome.
Someone said us at some point, we've got flamingos.
Yeah.
Remember, we got the whole thing of 0 bars?
Craig, thank you for doing that. Yeah.
We've had all kinds of cool little things here.
We did get a
0
box.
bars.
We got a box of 0 bars. That was Chris Michael. He gave that to us before he hated us.
Yeah, okay.
Because, by the way, and I don't know if Chris Hughes knows this, though, but we have replaced Chris Hughes with Chris Michael. We've taken all the anger and volatility that we used to give Chris Hughes, and we have aimed it at Chris Michael.
I think
so.
what
Chris
you mean
Hughes,
is,
you're welcome.
Yeah, we enjoy your company, Chris Hughes. We like Chris Hughes.
Sure.
I really
in small portions.
The 2 Chris's that support the show.
Well, there's 3 Chris's who support the show.
3, it's the magic number. Yeah, it is.
Oh, you know what? Chris Calloway, take this as a warning.
His name is I always call him Callie.
Because when we get done with Chris Michael, we're coming for you, buddy. Yeah.
I would not punch Chris Calloway. I wouldn't punch Chris Hughes. I'd backhand him, though.
Yeah,
I just flat
whap.
And I would do it. Here's how I would do it.
Okay.
I would do it when we're all in a good mood and laughing about something.
And then just...
Yeah, and I mean a good one.
Take that.
Do my best to knock him out. Because that would be even funnier if he comes to and he has no idea what the hell just happened.
New people to the podcast are going to think, God, these guys really support violence. They think violence is hysterical.
Just to the Chris's. But
yeah, if your name is not Chris, don't worry.
Yeah. So I don't want Chris Hughes to see it coming. I want him to wonder as he's falling, why? But with Chris Michael, I want to call him on the phone. I'm coming over there and I'm going to punch you in 7 minutes.
Right.
And like 24, and have video of me driving while the time is going down, and go up and punch him right at when it goes down to 0. I want him to know it's coming. I want to see the look in his eye right before it connects.
And you know what? He's such a nice guy.
He is.
He'd probably just laugh it off and then send us a check the next month. Those guys, those wacky guys.
The only fans we talk about physically abusing are the ones that support us.
As I say, Chris Michael actually went to a Halloween party dressed as Irritable Dad Syndrome. He had the bald wig. Yeah, and since he didn't have a goatee, he could have been either of us.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
So, he comes to the Christmas party at the Durbin's house with his Irritable Dad Syndrome shirt, the bald wig, and boy, he was proud of his costume.
He was.
Yeah.
He was grinning ear to
ear. Yeah, and that punchable face. Whew. Yeah. Long story short, Courtney, thank you so much for putting... Thank you for putting us on your Christmas tree.
Yo, ding dong, man. Ding dong, yo.
Are you going to see the War of the Rohirrim? Have you heard of this?
Oh, yes, I am going to go see the War.
When does it come? It's like this month, isn't it?
Yes, I think so.
It's like an anime thing?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Peter Jackson's behind it.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
It welcomes you to Middle Earth.
The Rohirrim. They are the horse people.
Okay.
In the Lord of the Rings.
Are they the ones who the Sleestacks right on top of?
What?
The 7 people who are the ring race.
Yes.
Not Sleestacks. That's the Land of the Lost.
Okay.
The ring race all ride horses.
They do.
Okay, so
they're not the Rohirrim.
They're not the Rohirrim.
The Rohirrim are
Rohirrim or Rohirrim?
Rohirrim.
Okay.
You know the king
is Bombadil going to be in this?
Probably not.
Okay. Did you watch the season 2 of the Hey, I got the ring?
Is he in it?
No, but they mention him.
Do they?
They mentioned Tom Bombadil in that. Okay. They sing a song about Tom Bombadil.
Okay. I did see
which
a post.
I thought was a precursor to...
I'm going to interrupt your interruption.
Okay.
Somebody pointed out, because they were talking about Tom Bombadil in the Lord of the Rings movies by Peter Jackson, and somebody aptly pointed out the only way they could have done it and have it not be a train wreck would have been to have Robin Williams be Tom Bombadil. And when I read that, I thought, yes.
Okay.
He could have done it because the essence of Tom Bombadil, that's what this is. This is
your
the essence,
tingly fingers. Yeah.
is he's like dead serious and like, you know, whatever, but then also making fun of everything. Kind of at the same time. You go right in between those two things.
Yeah.
And I think Robin Williams could do that. Jack Black, I don't know that he could. He'd be the other one that I think would do it now, but I still think Robin Williams would have nailed that role.
You know, I really, really like Jack Black.
I do too.
I'm going to say something.
Okay.
He's borderline too much Jack Black.
Okay.
We're almost at a point where Jack Black is in as many things as Ryan Seacrest is in.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, because he plays Steve in the Minecraft movie.
Okay.
And I like, you were just in
Mario movie.
the Mario
Bowser.
Brothers movie. Yeah, as Bowser. Yeah.
Yeah.
Peaches, 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 peaches. Yeah. I really like Jack Black. I'm a fan of Tenacious D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him play Gollum. All right, let's wrap this thing up.
Yeah, we're going to go. We want you to go to irritabledadsyndrome.com. We want you to listen to every episode you have. We want you to tell your friends about irritabledadsyndrome.com. We want you to go to the store on our website, and it would be awesome if you would buy a coffee mug or a t-shirt or a hoodie or a blanket or something. We don't have blankets. We've got towels if you're small.
Yeah.
If you're very astute. Is that the word I'm looking
Astute.
for? Petite. If you're very petite, then you could use our beach blanket as our beach towel as a blanket. I am drunk. So go to irritabledadsyndrome.com. Become a patron.
Sign up for the mailing list.
Lord have mercy. If you enjoy this show, then show us how much you care. Become a patron, and you get all kinds of cool stuff, and you get to see videos and audio that's and it's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Hells yeah. I picked up my phone and while you're trying to do that.
This is in theater when someone takes the cane and pulls me off the stage by my neck. We hope to see you next week on Irritable Dad Syndrome.
Irritable Dad Syndrome is a Mike Odell, Darin Cox production.
I want to tell these fine folk about my personal life. Lonnie Donegan.
Lonnie Donegan. Hi, I'm Darin.
And I'm Mike.
Welcome to...
How you doing?
I'm Eeyore.
Yeah.
I could give a crap.
Yeah. Welcome to the show. Is that your phone?
Yeah, it's my phone.
Oh, it looks kind of weird.
What do you think it is?
It's just the top of it looks weird. It looks like a remote.
Okay, it's a phone. It looks just like your phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine doesn't look like a remote. Wow.
Hey.
Please cut that out.
Yeah.
Not for any reason other than it just has no point.
Like anything else in this podcast has a point.
Your tauntaun will freeze before you reach the first marker. Then I'll see you in hell.